update to breaking news of a possible explosion at Camp Minden in Webster Parish. Louisiana State Police are sending a hazmat team to Camp Minden. Our newsroom phones have been ringing off the hook with people calling to say that they saw a giant light in the sky, and they believe there could be an explosion of some sort near the Camp Minden area. We started getting calls around 5 o'clock this morning. Now, Zed Smith tells us that he was just north of Minden on Highway 79 heading south. He said about 5 o'clock he saw a super bright orange light just ahead of him. It lasted about 2 to 3 seconds. And he said then he smelled something that was burning of gasoline. This is one of our viewers that called in to tell us a little bit more about what he saw that morning whenever this explosion happened. KSLA News 12's Jacob Bradford rushed to Webster Parish. He is there live on the phone for us to give us the very latest. Jacob, what do we know? Have you seen anything as far as the explosion is concerned in that area? The Webster Parish Police Jury confirms on Facebook in a post an explosive incident happened around 5 o'clock this morning at Camp Minden. No reports of any injuries. That's something we were concerned about. No reports of any injuries. Camp Minden leadership will continue to check personnel, and the incident area has been secured, and a more in-depth investigation will take place at daylight. We are going to see if Jacob can check for us to ask if Doylean High School will be in session today, because I know Doylean High School is not very far from where this explosion reportedly took place. So we are going to check and see how that may have affected classes and students in that area. We also want to remind you that this is not the first time that we've had a blast at Camp Minden. Of course, the reason why we are even talking about the fact that there is explosives at Camp Minden is because there was a blast that led state police to investigate what was going on at Camp Minden, and that is when they did discover those explosives that were improperly stored there. KSLA News 12's Nicolette Schleisman is in the Alert Center. She has the latest on some information out of Webster Parish as well. Nicolette. We have confirmed that there is an explosion because of the Webster Parish Police Jury. This was after several callers called us this morning saying they saw a light in the sky over Webster Parish. One viewer reported seeing a ball of fire. Hazmat crews are now investigating at Camp Minden. We have a crew on the scene there. Jacob Bradford is with us. He has been speaking with the investigators out there. In fact, we just wrapped up a press conference with Webster Parish Sheriff Gary Sexton. He said that everything is now returning back to normal out there. It was an explosion. He called it small, but no one was injured in this explosion, and says that everything will be going back to normal.